My name is County Executive Ed Day, and I want to thank you for the opportunity. Like almost all of the members of the Metropolitan Commuter Transportation District, Rockland County has no one-seat rail ride to the Central Business District and severely limited mass transit alternatives. This transit desert forces more than 60% of our residents to drive into the city because they have no other way to get there. And that commute is not cheap. Our residents pay heavy tolls on the George Washington Bridge, Lincoln Tunnel, and Tappan Zee Bridge for decades while being subjected to a $40 million annual value gap between what we pay to the MTA and what we get in return. That equates to a $400 million gap in just the last decade. And now you want these commuters to give even more while all of the eastward bridges remain toll-free, despite the significant transit options to get into the city from those communities. Among those commuters include cops, firefighters, and others whose work schedules will leave them stranded save for using their own vehicle. Have all you forgotten 9/11? Is this your reward for their sacrifice? Connecticut commuters, yes, an entirely different state, do not pay 1 red cent and unbelievably receive better service from the MTA than our overpaying MTA member, Rockland County. One project to prove in this point is the MTA's recent $1.3 billion Penn Station Access Project, provided a second one-seat extension ride into Penn Station for Metro North, east of the Hudson commuters. Yes, a premium one-seat ride, while we in Rockland still cannot get that basic one-seat service. In exchange for that $40 million extra collected by the MTA from Rockland each year, our county has received service reductions and increased fares. No improvements to the Pascack Valley rail line in 15 years, and no significant improvements to facilities, rolling stock, yards, or equipment. Now, the MTA will say they invested heavily in the west of the Hudson Port Jervis line, which is true. But unfortunately, that line only serves only one station in Rockland, and our residents make up less than 2% of that ridership. I challenge and invite each and every one of you to find any significant MTA investment has been made in Rockland County for the last 15 years. Rockland County residents face by far the highest level of transit inequity in the MTA region, and it would be an insult to these families who are already struggling to keep up with rising gas prices and record-breaking inflation to move this forward without an exemption as part of the CBD tolling program if it is implemented. Thank you very much.